So I want to end with a short, summary of, how we go about making and proving claims. Making and proving claims. So the first step is to precisely state the right thing to prove. Precisely state the right claim. Okay, so there are several elements to this. So the first thing is, you must find the right claim. So find the right claim. Okay. And how do you find the right claim? What does it mean, right claim? So first of all, it should be provable. Okay, and if it's not provable, then you'll definitely not be able to prove it unless you make a mistake in your proof. And how do you know a claim is provable, i.e. the right claim? Well, that's where tinkering comes in. Okay, so tinker. Just like with the even squares. Okay, so we tinkered and then we came up with a guess and then we proved it. So when you tinker, you see a pattern and then you come up with the right claim. Okay, and then there's the next step, which is you have to precisely state it. Now, finding the right claim, some amount of creativity involved. Lots of tinkering is usually involved. Okay. But precisely stating it, everybody should be able to precisely state a claim. Okay. Okay. Everybody should be able to precisely state a claim. So when you say something to someone, when you claim something to someone, okay, they should have no ambiguity what you're saying, and neither should you, because the next thing they're going to ask you is, well, I don't believe your claim, so you're going to have to prove it to me. So the next step is to prove it. Okay. And again, okay, you've stated the right claim, so usually it means you can prove it, and when you prove it, now they'll have no doubt. But very often, creativity is needed in proofs, and that's part of this course, is to develop a sort of infrastructure for proofs, a workflow and standard proof techniques and best practices. Okay, so methods for proving things. But very often it's not the method that matters, but the idea that there's some, usually there's some idea at the heart of the proof, and that's where the creativity comes in. So proving the claim is the next step. And we'll spend a lot of time on proofs and how to prove things. Okay. But the third step is check your proof. Okay, so when you make a claim, then you prove it, make sure to check your proof. And just like precisely stating a claim, checking your proof, there's no creativity involved. And when you can check your proof, you are now ready to check someone else's proof, and there's no creativity involved. So everyone should be able to look a proof in the eye and follow its logical steps as long as it's well written. Okay? And so this means that when you write a proof, it should be well written. So everyone should be able to follow the proof, check it for correctness. There's no creativity involved. You're just checking each step. Is it valid? Is it valid? Is it valid? So you should be able to check your proof. But more importantly, you should be able to check someone else's proof. Okay, because don't let people, claim bogus things to you and prove those bogus things with bogus proofs. Okay. And if you want to avoid that pitfall, you need to be able to check proofs. Okay. And when people make claims to you and it's not clear what they're saying, you can ask them to precisely state it, and then usually you'll trap them because they realize that they have no idea what they're saying. But once they have precisely stated it, and anybody should be able to precisely state things, okay, you should be able to check their proof. So these two things, no excuse for not being able to do it. Proving and finding the right claims, a little bit of creativity involved. And some math geniuses are better at these things than others. Okay, but we'll get good at them. We just need to get good at them. So the next step is how to precisely state things. And I'll see you at the next lecture.